Imagine this. You're sitting in a crowded cafe, a swirl of conversations and clinking cups surrounding you. Your mind, however, is miles away, racing through a to-do list that never seems to end. Suddenly, you catch a glimpse of a young couple laughing at a nearby table, and in that moment, you're jolted back to the present. What if you could harness that same awareness to quiet your mind and find peace in any moment? What if the chaos of your thoughts could be transformed into clarity and calmness? This is not just a fantasy. This is the power of sensory awareness. Get out of your head and get into your heart. Think less, feel more. Osho, meditating. It's one of those practices we know would benefit us, yet most of us find it challenging to integrate into our busy lives. We hear about its benefits: reduce stress, improve focus, enhance emotional well-being, but the reality often falls short. It's difficult to find time. It's hard to maintain consistency, and sometimes it seems like it's not working at all. For years, I've attempted to make meditation a part of my daily routine, but I often struggle with consistency. It's usually the first thing to go when I'm overwhelmed or pressed for time. Ironically, those are precisely the moments when meditation is most beneficial. But as someone who has always struggled with maintaining attention, I've found that traditional meditation, where one is simply meant to focus on their breath, can feel insufficient. Sitting in silence, paying attention to my breath for 5 minutes can feel like an eternity. Imagine stretching that to 20 minutes or more. Since transitioning from a university environment to a full-time job, this challenge has intensified. My mind is often cluttered with technical details of troubleshooting health information systems, making the idea of quieting my thoughts for even a few minutes seem nearly impossible. Shared struggles. The universal challenge of quieting the mind. I know I'm not alone in this struggle. Many people grapple with the relentless chatter of their minds, and it's a problem that transcends age, culture, and profession. I've experienced nights where I lie awake, unable to sleep, my thoughts racing like a runaway train. The concerns of the day replay in my mind. What did my colleagues say in that meeting? Why haven't I called my family lately? Did I remember to complete that project? Sometimes, the concerns are trivial, whether I've paid my bills or forgotten to water my plants. Other times, they run deeper, touching on relationships, career choices, or personal aspirations. And then there are the times when it's just a jumbled mess of thoughts that I can't quite pin down, leaving me feeling anxious and restless. With this understanding, I began searching for a meditative technique that could be practiced anywhere, anytime, without requiring the ability to maintain sustained attention. I believe I may have finally discovered this technique. Before we delve into the specifics, I want to highlight that cultivating the ability to sustain attention is invaluable and certainly worth pursuing. The technique we'll discuss here is meant to enhance your awareness and mindfulness, serving as a supplement rather than a replacement for traditional meditation. The technique, sensory awareness. So, what is this technique? It's all about sensory awareness. Instead of turning your attention inward and focusing solely on your breath, why not direct it outward to the world around you? This approach was introduced to me through a piece I read on Tiny Buddha, where Lori described a practice she referred to as the noticing game. The concept is simple yet profound. By expanding our awareness to include the sights, sounds, and sensations of our environment, we can create a deeper connection to the present moment. Imagine yourself in a park on a sunny afternoon. Instead of getting lost in your thoughts about the past or future, you focus on the vibrant colors of the flowers, the laughter of children playing nearby, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. This shift in attention helps anchor you in the present, allowing the chaos of your mind to quiet down. The noticing game has been incredibly beneficial for me, but it does come with its limitations. Often, I find that this practice creates a sense of separateness. I feel like an observer rather than a participant in the scene before me. Additionally, I can get caught up in trying to notice the coolest or most interesting things around me, which distracts from the true intention of the exercise. While the noticing game has been helpful, I've taken it to the next level with a slight modification. A couple of weeks ago, I discovered a fascinating method for expanding awareness in a book about Kabbalah, which focuses on Jewish mysticism. This technique offers a more generalized or holistic version of the noticing game, aiming to maximize the use of our sensory perception, unleashing the power of sensory perception. When we are unaware, our brains filter out an enormous amount of sensory data that isn't deemed useful for the task at hand. This is an evolutionary strategy that has served us well, but it also means we miss out on the richness of our experiences. The good news? We have the ability to expand our awareness whenever we choose. Expand your visual awareness. Let's start with visual awareness. Instead of merely focusing your gaze on a single object, allow your vision to expand peripherally. You don't need to turn your head or change your body position. Just be conscious of your surroundings. Try this right now. Wherever you are, let your vision soften. Instead of fixating on one thing, broaden your awareness to include everything within your field of vision. Notice the colors, shapes, and movements that make up your environment. This simple act can make you feel more alert and connected to the moment. When you engage in this practice, you might notice how much more there is to see and experience. Perhaps you'll notice the sunlight streaming through the leaves of a tree or the intricate patterns on the wall. This expanded visual awareness can evoke a sense of wonder and appreciation for the beauty that surrounds you. Consider taking a walk in nature as an example. Instead of racing to your destination, slow down and take it all in. Notice the vibrant colors of the flowers, the sounds of birds chirping, and the scent of fresh grass. Allow yourself to fully immerse in the experience, letting it wash over you. You can also practice this technique indoors. Look around your living space and consciously observe the details. What colors are present? What textures do you feel? This practice can shift your perspective, transforming ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Step 2. Tune into the sounds around you. Next, let's shift our focus to sound. Our auditory environment is rich and complex, yet we often overlook it in our busy lives. You don't need to concentrate on one particular sound. Instead, allow the various noises around you to enter your awareness. Consider the distant hum of traffic, the chirping of birds, or the rustling of leaves in the wind. Often, we filter out these sounds, but by consciously tuning into them, we can expand our auditory awareness. Find a comfortable position and take a moment to close your eyes. Breathe deeply and start to notice the sounds around you. What do you hear? Can you identify different layers of sound? By actively engaging with your auditory environment, you can create a more immersive and present experience. Think of how sound can evoke emotions and memories. The sound of laughter might remind you of joyful moments spent with friends, while the rustle of leaves may bring back memories of peaceful walks in nature. Allow these sounds to connect you to the present moment, grounding you in the here and now. You might also experiment with listening to music mindfully. Instead of simply enjoying a song in the background, allow yourself to fully engage with the music. Pay attention to the different instruments, the lyrics, and how the rhythm makes you feel. This practice can deepen your appreciation for the art form while enhancing your overall mindfulness. Consider creating a sound ritual where you listen to specific types of music or natural sounds, such as ocean waves or rain. As you listen, let the sounds wash over you and observe how they affect your emotions and thoughts. This simple practice can help you cultivate a sense of calm and presence in your daily life. Step 3. Cultivate body awareness. Now, let's turn our attention to the body. When was the last time you truly tuned into how your body feels? Most of us go about our daily routines without really connecting with our physical selves. Start by simply noticing how your body feels in your current position. Are there areas of tension? How does the surface beneath you feel against your skin? By bringing attention to these sensations, you can create a deeper connection to your physical self. For example, if you're sitting in a chair, notice the sensation of your body making contact with the seat. Are you leaning to one side? How do your feet feel against the ground? These subtle observations can help you feel more grounded and present. Imagine practicing yoga or stretching. Each movement encourages you to connect with your body and brings attention to areas that may feel tight or relaxed. As you flow through the poses, consciously notice how your body feels in each position. This practice can deepen your sense of mindfulness and enhance your overall well-being. You can also incorporate body scans into your mindfulness practice. Lying down or sitting comfortably, start at the top of your head and work your way down, consciously observing each part of your body. Notice any tension, discomfort, or areas that feel relaxed. This practice can